Hey, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamara Jordan. Tammy turns pages, and I'm so glad that you are here and that you decided to turn pages with me today. It's actually pretty early in the morning. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I decided that I wanted to start the vlog today because I want to do a new kind of, well, I've been wanting to do this vlog for a while, so I thought, I might as well. I want to do a My Cat Chooses My Reads, and I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to start today, this morning. I'm going to put some treats down on top of 3 books that I want to read. I'll show you the 3 books that I want to read. What if I should do 2 or 3? I think I might do 3, but I'll show you the 3 that I want to read, and then I'm going to put them down, and I'll see which one Gandalf goes to first. So it's just going to be simple as that. All right, I have my books. So these are the 3 books that I want to read. The first book is If It Makes You Happy by Julia Olivia. This one is all over the place right now, and this is the only one I haven't read yet out of the 3 books that kind of look the same that I said I wanted to read. I haven't read this one, so If It Makes You Happy. The next one is Time of Your Life by Jessa Hastings. Again, this came out like maybe a month and a half ago, and I'm shocked that I haven't read this one yet either. This one came out last year, and there's actually a new book out now called Uncharmed, and I really want to read this so I can get to the other book, and I'm shocked that I haven't read this one either. So I'm gonna put these 3 down, put treats on top of them, and then we'll see what happens. I'm gonna use his favorite, which are Temptations. I purposefully open them very, very quietly so he doesn't know. I'm gonna shake the box after I put them on the books. So here we go. Okay, so he doesn't usually eat treats from things, from on top of things. He usually eats them on the ground. So I'm gonna put them in front now and see which one he goes to, because this is taking too long.
Free pass, you don't even have to ask to be the cat in the sun. Someday I will see the whole deal through. Today I've got better things to do. Okay, to leave a little bit undone.
Okay, so it is the next day. Actually, it's the next evening. It is about 4:30, and I wanted to tell you where I was at in this book, but I also wanted to just give you a little bit of a story time, and the reason why I haven't vlogged since yesterday morning. So yesterday morning you saw Gandalf kind of picking this book. I mean, I feel like this is the one he picked, but he was very confused and like disoriented and acting kind of weird. And wasn't really interested in the treats and interested in eating. Anyway, long story short, it turns out he is sick. He was sick yesterday, and when my husband called me and he was like, yeah, I think I might take him in because he's not really eating. This was when he got home from work, but he's not really eating and this and that. And I was like, oh no, like, I hope it's not something serious. Anyway, it turns out he has a cold. So we just took time yesterday and hung out with him, and we syringe fed him because he wasn't eating, and so we were feeding him liquids and food through a syringe. It was all sterile. We had my husband's a phlebotomist, so he has a bunch of things like that around. Anyway, he's doing a little bit better today, but that's part of the reason why he was so like weird and picking. So hopefully it's better next time, but I'm gonna give him some time to rest, and I might have my other cat choose the next book. But anyway, long story short, I think I'm on page 199. Yep. So I'm on page 199. So I'm on page 199, chapter 18 of Rewitched. by Lucy Jane Wood. This book follows our main character, Belladonna. She is pretty much stuck in a rut. She has a bookshop that she loves, but her boss is, I guess, kind of overbearing and hard to deal with and hard to handle, and is always asking for, you know, I guess, unnecessary things from her. She has also lost her magical spark. She's just not interested. She's a witch. She's like, okay, yeah, I'm a witch, but I'm just gonna continue living my life, not as a normal person, but kind of just not really focusing on being a witch. When she's 29, the month before she turns 30, which is in October, she gets this like this letter from like the witch magistry or whatever, like coven, I guess. And it says like, you are going to be entered into these like trials to see if you're like if your magic allowed to continue being a witch, and if your magic is like, I guess, good enough to become or to continue being a witch. So she's obviously bummed about that and does not really understand why she's being tested, but she is being tested and she has to start these trials. She's doing these trials throughout the month of October, and each trial is a little bit different and interesting, and you know, it's just like witchy kind of fun vibes. This is very cozy, very low stakes. It cute. I like it. Right now it's giving like a 3-star for me. I do have the second book, which I've heard is better than this one. People really loved this book last year, so I might just be, I'm listening to it and reading it, so in tandem, but I might just be like, I don't know, because I was focusing a lot of my energy on Gandalf last night while I was reading this, and so, or I was listening, and so maybe I'm just kind of being a little bit biased because of the headspace that I was in last night. But I am going to try to finish it, or most of it, tonight, and then come back tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be done. If not, done by tomorrow afternoon, and then we will pick another book, and I will give you an update on where I'm at and how I feel about this book. Gandalf is basically still recouping. He's okay, but he's still a little bit sick, so I think I'm gonna have my other cat, Gizmo, pick the next book that I want to read, and I am gonna do that now. I'm probably gonna keep 2 of the books that I wanted to read before, like in the first choice, in here, and then pick 1 more book. So I'll show you right now. So I'm gonna do these 2 books for sure, and then 1 more. Let me find another one I want to read. Okay, I found the other one. It's People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. I actually started this maybe a month ago, and I never finished it. I think I got to like page 40 or something, and then I had other things I had to read, and I prioritized over this, so maybe hopefully this one gets picked. Okay, same deal. I'm gonna put them on top of the book, maybe right in front also. We'll see. Gizmo. Yeah. Okay, so it is If It Makes You Happy by Julia, I don't know if she's eating off of it right now. Julia Olivia, I think. I think I might have see what she eats next. Maybe that will be the last book in this. Which one? All right, while I'm waiting, I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about If It Makes You Happy by Julia Olivia. This will be the next book in the lineup. This, all I know about this is, oh, now she's eating it. Hold on, let me show you which one she picked. This, from what I know so far, I just know that this takes place in the 90s. This is a rom-com. It has Gilmore Girl type vibes. It is a longer book. It's about 500 pages. I think it's like $4.97, which is long for a romance, but I know it's a single dad trope, and She's like in her 30s and she moves to a small town in Vermont and then opens up, something like a bookstore or something, you know, one of those kind of things. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one. So this will be the next one on the docket. She did then pick this book, People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. So I guess I'll read this one next after the other one. So I have my 3 books now. And I don't know a lot about this. I think this is a girl who goes back to a small town. I think this takes place in Canada. She is, I honestly don't know a lot about this. It's the next day and Gandalf is starting to feel a little bit better, which is great. We were nervous for a few days, but yeah, so anyway, I wanted to tell you where I was. Excuse me. I have my throat has been very scratchy lately. I don't know what's going on. I hope I'm not getting sick. Anyway, I wanted to tell you where I was in Rewitched. I was able to get to chapter 31, which is page 332. I only have this much left. I think it's like 40 pages or something. But I wanted to just finish it on camera just to see like what my reaction was. Just because I'm still kind of like meh about this. It's kind of mid for me. So I'm going to do this now, read it, and then I will move on to the next book.
Be the cat inside. Stretch out, lean back, be the cat. Stretch out, lean back, be the cat.
All right, I was able to finish Rewitched, and it's about like, I don't know, half an hour later, and I wanted to give you my thoughts. So this book is definitely cozy. Cozy is what I would say this book is. This is low stakes fantasy. I would say it is. For me, this didn't really, like, it wasn't compelling enough. I liked this book. I'll just say that first. I liked this book. I probably would give it around a 3-star, 3.25. I can see why other people like this book too. This just didn't, because of the cozy vibes and because of the stakes, and they were very, in my opinion, pretty low. It was just not compelling for me to, you know, want to pick this book up, you know, over and over again. So I wasn't just like, oh, I've got to see what happens next. I need to know. I did like the main character, although I didn't really feel connected with her. And I did like the outer, I guess the outlier characters. And I liked the setting. I liked the storyline and the plot. It just was kind of mid, and not in a bad way, but just like very like palate cleanser, cozy, and just like light and easy, and like just quick and fun. I will also say that there was a little bit of a romance in here. The romance to me didn't really, I mean, I felt like it was pretty much unnecessary. So, and almost not an afterthought, but just kind of like in addition to, the main story could have been enough. I don't think we needed like a sprinkling of a romance, but I liked it. I thought it was good. I will read the other one too, maybe sometime this fall or next fall, just because, again, they're always like cozy fall vibes. If you like cozy, this is yours. This is the one for you, because this is very, very, very witchy and very cozy. And the descriptions of things are really cozy too. So you would like this book. I enjoyed it. Just wasn't like like a 5-star read for me. You will have seen that my cat, not Gandalf, the other one, picked two, her name is Gizmo, picked 2 more books for me to read. She picked If It Makes You Happy, and then she also picked People Watching. And so I think I'm going to start People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. I know a little bit about this because I already got like 50 pages into it. Sorry, my camera died. I know it is about a girl who is taking care of one of her parents because they have Alzheimer's. So yeah, I know a little bit. And where I left off, we were just starting to meet Milo. So okay. I'm liking this so far. I'm on chapter 7 now. We're on Prue's part, and I think I know where this is going. I think it's one of those books that has like a list, like a, not like a to-do list, but kind of like a to-do list. I think, because it seems like Prue is pretty, keeps to herself because she's too bogged down and busy, like working at her dad's shop, taking care of her mom, because her mom is the one who has the early onset Alzheimer's. And then Milo is just kind of like free-spirited, fly by the seat of my pants, going on adventures, living my life, doing fun things, and just like not caring. And he's getting her, their friendship becomes him, I think, getting her to just be open. So I like books like this where there's like one character who's kind of like shy, and like one who's like an introvert and one who's an extrovert, and then you know, their lives change because of it, which is great. So I'm liking where it's going, and I will check back in a little bit later. Okay, so it is many hours later, and I wanted to give you an update on where I'm at in People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. I was able to get pretty far into this because I was just like doing things around the house, and then listening to this on audio. I was able to get to chapter 17, which is page 180 something, 87. So I was right. This is a to-do list, kind of, but it's like a sexy to-do list. Our main character, Prue, is very inexperienced, and so she chooses to enter into like a negotiation with our main character, Milo. And of course, it's like a friends with benefits type of situation. And it gets pretty messy. It's hard for Milo to be in the same place for a long period of time. He has a lot of issues with stability and being reliable and accountable. And Prue is very introverted and has a lot of pressure on her as well due to the Alzheimer's that her mom has. And then also just her father really wanting her to live and not just live for taking care of her mom and working. I'm at the point where her father has issued an ultimatum regarding something in Prue's life. I'm not going to tell you what it is. And she's now having to make a pretty hard decision. Also, there's some things that are happening in Milo's life too that are coinciding with some of the things that are happening in Prue's life, but not like in a positive way, like a clash. And it's just getting very like messy. I really like Milo. I really like Milo's character a lot. I like the chemistry that these two characters have. I like Prue too, but I just really love the way Milo's just spirit and energy, even though there are deeper things behind his personality and why he behaves the way he behaves. Just that, like, his spirit, the things that he says to Prue, the way that he treats her, and he's definitely book boyfriend material for sure. I don't really do that, but if I did, yeah, it would be him. So, yeah, I'm liking this so far. It's feeling pretty good, like a like a 3.75 to a 4. We'll see how it ends, but I just have this much left. It's going pretty fast. I'm going to try to finish it tonight or into tomorrow, and then I will let you know what I think, and we'll move on to the last book in this vlog. Hey, I wanted to come on and just share my review of People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. I was able to finish the last, like 60 pages or so, and I really enjoyed this book. It was really, really good. I really like how flushed out the characters felt to me. I do think that the way she writes, like her spicy, kind of steamy scenes, is just, I don't know. I think it's just really done in good taste. I also like how she can mix that kind of spicy and kind of sexy, but also has really sincere moments as well, which I don't think everyone can do that. But she really does it well. I also think that like every single book that she writes has like a rep of some sort, which I appreciate. This one was Alzheimer's, and I don't know, I just really liked it. I liked the way she handled it. I thought she handled it with care. If you like a light, kind of fun, a little bit spicy, but really heartfelt story, this might be the one for you. This is a very, very good read, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, so, sorry, I'm eating, but after I was done reading this, I hopped right into this book, If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. I was able to get to chapter 11, which is Michelle's part. So this is dual POV, and it takes place in 1997. But this is the story of Michelle and Cliff. Cliff is a single dad, and Michelle is just recently divorced. I'm liking this so far. I'm about 1/5 of the way through. This is a long book, but it's very slow building, but I really am liking that slow tension between them. Right now, we are in just a friendship stage, which I appreciate. And they are neighbors as well. And they're just he's teaching her how to be like more friendly, which I think is hysterical. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. I'll let you know what I think. I'm gonna try and, I don't know, get a little bit further into this. Hopefully, this is the last book I'm reading for the video, so maybe by tomorrow or the next day I'll be done with this. So I'll see. I'll let you know what I think. Good afternoon. It is the next day, and I wanted to tell you where I was at in If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. I was able to get to chapter 30, which was a lot. Like I did a lot of reading last night and this morning. It's just page 339. I just want to talk to you about it really quickly. So I am still really loving these two. This is dual POV from the point of view of Michelle and Cliff, and you're getting like chapter by chapter. Cliff is a single dad, and he's a baker, and I almost said Julie. Michelle is, I think I said she was a baker, or had a bakery. She doesn't. It's a bed and breakfast. It's a bed and breakfast that she has. She's taken it over after her mom passes. So she's going through a divorce, like I said, and she finds a friend in Cliff, and they kind of lean on each other, and they're also neighbors, which I've said before. There hasn't been a lot of change. I will say their connection is getting deeper for sure. They are, there's a lot of like fun fall, like we went through Halloween with them in this book, which is kind of cool. There was like a fall festival in the beginning of the book, which was also cool. They talk about like yummy baked goods and like fall things and like the turning of the leaves and like the way it feels different because she's from Seattle, and now it's Vermont, and the way it feels different from Seattle going to Vermont, and especially in the fall. And then it also talks about like all the 90s stuff, like Maisie Star was playing on the radio, and she talks about like the Spice Girls and like just all the 90s things. Like when you read it, you'll be like, oh yeah, Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. That's fun. So that's really fun too. I think they just reference like little TV shows and stuff too. It's really cute. I'm really liking. It's very slow burn, and I love a slow burn. I love a slow burn, like to the point where like nothing's happened yet. Nothing's happened yet, and I'm so here for that. So, and we have this much left of the book. It's slow. I love a slow burn, so I'm very okay with that. Um, if this is how she's writing, Julie Olivia, I will definitely read more of her books. I'm really enjoying this so far. I mean, like I want to pick this up. I want to know what's happening. I'm interested in the characters. I'm interested in what they're doing and how they're feeling, and you know, I'm just interested. I really like this book a lot. So this is feeling, I would say this is feeling like maybe like a 4.5, depending on how it ends. Maybe a 5, maybe. But I'm really enjoying this, and I just wanted to let you know I have maybe about 150 pages, 125 pages left. Hopefully I can finish it tonight, if not tomorrow, and I will come back with my final thoughts. Good morning. I just wanted to come and give my final thoughts on If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. I really like this book a lot. It was so cozy. It takes place in September through December. I love this. This was so much fun. A fun, easy, light read, but also did have depth to it. I really like Julie Olivia's writing a lot. I already started researching some of the other books that she has written. She's written quite a few, to be honest. I think like 15 or 16. So I have some work to do now. I would give this a 4.25. If you're looking for cozy, fall-coated nostalgia, this is it.